It's time for the weekly poll. Or wait, maybe it's not. Thank you for joining us for this week's weekly poll, which is in fact not a weekly poll. It is the Best of 2015 Part 1, where we are going to bring you our 10 favorite comics. Yes. We're going to dwindle it down to 5 for you, and then in 2 weeks, we're going to turn that 5 into our favorite comic of the year with your help. If you want to talk in the comments below what you think should make it, let us know, and we will get back to you, and we'll make this happen together. So, before we get into the top 10, let's just go through a couple that just, if they had a little tweaks, they might have pushed something out of here. Okay. So let's go through those 6 first. No particular order. This is all alphabetical. First off, DC's Doomed. Yes. The reason this didn't make it is because it was doomed from the beginning. No longer with us. Series ended. Yeah, it's just the way that it ended. If this would have kept going, it would probably be on our top 10. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's not how the cookie crumbled. Doesn't. So. Next, The Empty by Image Comics. Same story. Anybody who has been watching us from the beginning, even before we did YouTube channels, we obsessed over The Empty. And the way it ended was so strange. Which I'm under the impression now that there's going to be a volume 2, so that might be why. But it was never billed that way. It was billed as a miniseries, and then that's it. But then the actual trade paperback came back out with volume 1 on it. So we'll see. But because of that, it's not on the top. Yeah. Then we're going to breeze through these last 4. We got Savior. Same reason. Terrible ending. Really good story. Terrible ending. Didn't like it. Sons of the Devil just didn't make the cut. I really like that story. Really like the art. But it's not one of my favorites. Yeah, not one of yours. You wanted that off of there. You also wanted The Surface off of there, which I really like because it's something new. New way to look at comics, especially that last issue where you were inside the comic and it was really weird. It was a little bit too out there for me. And then as you guys know, I really liked Symmetry, but unfortunately it's only 1 issue in and other things took precedence here. It just wouldn't seem fair. No. So that is our runner-up category. So let's just get into the top 10, and then we're going to try to dwindle that down to 5. Okay. So in alphabetical order, once again, our top 10 comics of the year are The Beauty by Jeremy Hahn, Jason A. Hurley, and John Rauch. This is an Image comic. I've liked The Beauty ever since it started coming out. STD that makes you beautiful with a kick. It can kill you. Yeah, and I just totally feel like totally relatable to how life is nowadays. Yeah. Then we got from DC Vertigo, Clean Room, which we have reviewed a few times, by Gail Simone, John Davis Hunt, and Quentin Winter. Bizarre Tale. I want to know where this is going. Yep. A few issues in now. Definitely on the top there. Then from Image and Mark Miller, Raphael Albuquerque is Huck. We had 2 issues from that. But those 2 issues beat out all the other ones. I really like this one. Yeah, I like Huck a lot. This is a guy, a teenager, a young man with superpowers. Really nice dude. And then stuff gets turned upside down. Yes. Then we got Outcast, of course, by Robert Kirkman, Paul Azaceta, colors by Elizabeth Brittweiser. Just a creepy overall tale. Yeah, it's definitely our kind of horror. We like horror a lot, so that's right up our alley with paranormal and stuff. Looking forward to the show as well. I want to see how that compares with each other. Then to round out the bottom 5, we have Paper Girls by Brian K. Vaughan and Cliff Chang. Another bizarre thing. I know. Paper Girls in the 80s with monsters and dinosaurs and future people and... I just love that comic so much. Yeah. Everything about it, I just love it. Plutona by Jeff Lemire and Emmy Lennox. Another similar to Paper Girls, I guess. Yeah, in a way. Superhero dies, meets Stand By Me, weird psycho kid. We're almost finding out with a backstory in the back of how Plutona got that way. I really like it. Saga by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples.
no idea why I forgot that name. One of my favorite artists. But there's no way a top 10 could not have Saga on it. This never, ever lets you down. It's always got some weird, bizarre thing. Colors are great. Art is perfect. Then we got We Are Robin by Lee Bermejo from DC. And Witches by Scott Snyder and Jock, which is another horror tale about you give your people up for witches and then you get what you want. So that is the top 10 all down there. Let's start chiseling away.
Okay.
If you were looking at this list, these covers,
yes,
what stands out to you?
As good or bad?
As good.
As good.
If you had to pick one of these, Paper Girls. If you had to pick one and say that is not going anywhere, be Paper Girls.
Yes.
I think that's a good pick. I'm going to have to take Saga on this one, which is crazy because that's 2 Brian K. Vaughan books on the top 5.
Yeah.
So Paper Girls and Saga, let's get 2 more, and then we're going to fight it out for that number 5 spot.
I'm going to have to go with Outcast.
Okay, good pick. Robert Kirkman and Paul Azaceta. Me, I am going to have to go with Low. It is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I do really, really
I
like
love this
Low,
comic,
too.
and now it's really picking up. So that is our 4
Yep, I agree.
for 2015, which leaves us with The Beauty, Clean Room, Huck, Plutona, and We Are Robin and Witches.
This is going to be difficult.
I would personally say right off the bat, I really like We Are Robin, but I would have to kick that one out of there.
Yeah, I think I agree.
I think the story is really good. The art's really good. I like how they bring adult things in there. These kids cuss like they would if they lived on the streets or were vigilantes for justice and whatnot. I like how they're just random people putting the R on, trying to be Robin. But when you put it against Clean Room, Huck, The Beauty, Witches, it just doesn't make the cut.
Right. I agree.
So We Are Robin, it's out of there.
Okay, so I would think maybe as much as I like Huck, it's only a couple in.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to cut Huck, even though I love ya.
I agree. It's sad to say, but I agree. If this would have come out
maybe 6 months ago or something.
4 or 5 issues, this could be next year's.
Yeah, we never know.
Best of, for sure. So Huck's out of there. I'm going to have to say, what do we got here? Plutona.
The Beauty, Clean Room,
I'm going to have to say Plutona.
There was one issue where it kind of plateaued for us.
Yeah.
And as good as it is...
And it's also one of those that's not very far in.
Yeah.
And it's a miniseries. That, if it's really good, it's not going to end till next year, so it could make it in next year's.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get rid of Plutona.
Okay. Then we have Witches, Beauty, and Clean Room.
Yep.
Oh, this is difficult. Okay, we gotta discuss these 3.
Okay.
What do you think? I really like all 3. I like The Beauty, like I said, because it's super relatable to life. Clean Room is just out there and gets the mind going, kind of.
Yeah.
And Witches is kind of just like a creepy tale that you can read and kind of takes you out of reality for a little bit. Oh, and it makes you think, too, like, would I do this?
I really like Witches, but there were... what is it? How many issues were there?
Oh, God.
8? Something like that?
8 or 10, I can't remember.
I mean, there were quite a bit of issues. And in there were 2 or 3, maybe even 4 that were just kind of okay. But the overall story was really good.
Right.
The art I had a big issue with. I like the art, but there were blotches all over this art, like blood specks in all different colors, that took me out of it.
Made it kind of,
distracting. If those weren't there, I probably would have been drawn in more. And for that reason, I'm going to have to say the story was lacking in a few, and the art distracted me. Although very good, there were those blotches that really distracted me, so I'm going to say that one's out.
Okay, yes. It's time to get nitpicky, so...
Okay, which leads us to, we have left Plutona, Clean Room, and The Beauty.
Plutona's gone.
Oh, yeah, we kicked that out. So we have we have Clean Room and The Beauty.
Yeah.
So, which one of these is going to make our top 5?
You're really Clean Room and I'm really Beauty.
Yeah. I think they both just have really interesting stories. Mm-hmm. Clean Room, I think, is more out there, more creative, can go different places, where The Beauty is pretty grounded in reality.
I just really, really like the art and everything in Beauty. But I do have to say, I think it was the last issue. It wasn't that great. And this issue was pretty good.
The last issue was people in a room meeting a woman who gets shot, and then they're getting shot at, and then it's over.
Yeah.
It was kind of blah, but this issue was really good.
Yeah. But you're making me think, like, is it gonna get that much better?
How could it?
Yeah. I mean as good as it is, like, I feel like I'm just, like, thrashing this comic. But...
I mean, we can't do this off of what may be. It's what have we got, and what is the best.
Okay, Clean Room.
Clean Room?
Yeah.
I agree. Clean Room is on the top 5 comics of the year. Although it's only 3 issues in, I could see this going all over the place.
Yeah.
So our top 5 in alphabetical order are Clean Room by Gail Simone, John Davis Hunt, and Quentin Winter. Low by Rick Remender and Greg Tocchini. Outcast by Robert Kirkman, Paul Azaceta, and Elizabeth Brittweiser. Mm-hmm. Paper Girls by Brian K. Vaughan and Cliff Chang, and Saga by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. That is our top 5 comics of the year 2015. We will have in 2 weeks, our top 5 will be dwindled down to the number 1 comic, hopefully with your help. So in the comments below, let us know if we made a huge mistake by getting rid of something, or on our top 5, what is the best comic of the year from that. Let us know when you like, comment, and subscribe.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Vine, and Twitter.
Get that conversation going, and we'll get back to each and every one of you. Let's make this thing crazy. I want to know what you liked and what you didn't like from our list. What is your best and worst? If there's something on the list that you thought should be on there that is not, let us know. But until next time,
stay geeked up.
And always hug a xenomorph.
Always.